Hey, how you doing? Austin here. I want to talk to you about Bitcoin versus Shiba Inu. And you're probably like, what? You're like scratching your head like, what does Bitcoin have to do with SHIB? They're not even in the same proverbial world. Yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Bitcoin versus Shiba Inu. I want to talk about the impact that Bitcoin has on SHIB. I want to talk about the fact that the current pricing levels of Bitcoin are keeping SHIB down. I want to show you trading view charts hour by hour of Bitcoin versus SHIB. It is uncanny how they are tracking side by side. We're also going to talk about the overall state of the union for Bitcoin and what it looks like in the near future for Bitcoin as it relates to SHIB, because these are important things to cover. As always, I genuinely appreciate your support, so thank you very much. I want you to drop in the comments below. Do you think that Bitcoin has an impact on Shiba? Do you think Bitcoin has a positive or negative impact on SHIB? Let me know your thoughts. I'm always curious to know what your guys' thoughts are. I do read those comments, so I appreciate that. I haven't asked you guys to do this in a while. If you would also, if you're getting value out of this content, please hit that like button. It's free to do that, and I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me, helps the channel. All right, so with all that said, let's go take a look at what I got for you. Here we go. As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Just remember that. Also, I want to remind you of my Patreon group. It is over there now. I've got a lot of people that constantly ask about this, so this is some information about it. There's links below. Really what you get here is you get more access to me. You get access to a private Discord. It's a community. We've got some really good crypto pickers in my Discord, as well as myself, my portfolio. You get trade alerts. You get inside knowledge on new cryptos I'm looking at, some hot new stuff that's coming. If any of that's of interest to you, check it out below. Okay, so let's take a look at what is going on of Bitcoin versus SHIB. Okay, so overall, I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I thought that it was time, guys, to really bring this to a to the front, right? And I thought that it was really relevant because Bitcoin has been languishing, word of the day, has been languishing right now, almost like Bitcoin has a wet blanket on it. Whatever metaphor you want to use, this has been going on for 2 or 3 weeks. I talked about it on a live stream last night. Zach and I did. It's been very frustrating, and I'm like, you know what? I need to do more Bitcoin videos because Bitcoin really drives the overall market. It really does. It is the gold standard for crypto. It is what everybody looks at. And it just, period, end of story, drives the overall market. It does. Okay? I'm going to prove it to you in this video. If you're like, no, Austin, I think you're full of it, I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show this to you. Okay? And so I think we've got potentially a little bit more rough seas in front of us related to the price of Bitcoin. I think we got another week or two of volatility. And volatility, I mean, I think we could go below 30,000. We've got short selling positions increasing. They have gone up and up and up. Bitcoin now we have 15,972 short selling positions. This is over on datamish.com. I look at it from a 90 view chart. This is free, by the way. Go check it out. You can see right here, the red line is the number of short selling positions, and the white line is the corresponding price of Bitcoin. And you can see that as the short selling positions have increased, the price of Bitcoin has been more of in a state of volatility and has continued to kind of, frankly, move down a little bit. And we've got more and more short selling pressure on Bitcoin. Okay. All right. So again, the overall Bitcoin versus SHIB. That's the equation. That's the argument we're talking about in this video, and it just is there. Okay, if SHIB got on Coinbase tomorrow, I firmly believe we would see a mild spike. We would see a spike, and I'm talking about Coinbase Pro, not Coinbase.com, because remember they onboard first on Coinbase. If we got on Coinbase Pro, we would get a spike. We would get a pump, but we'd probably give it back. And it's because of the overall crypto market being flat/down, driven by Bitcoin, period. Okay, it is. We have to have the overall market trending in the right direction and then SHIB will go up. I mean, truth of the matter is that if Bitcoin and Ethereum were to start just turning green and start doing 3 or 4 or 5% per day, as far as kind of like, going up those respective percentages, Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu would follow that. It would follow that trend. I mean, we would get incremental daily rises in that capacity. That would happen. We are not getting that right now. Look, Ethereum is below $2,000, and it is entirely possible that it's going to go lower. Okay, now, Bitcoin versus SHIB. Let's look at the trading view charts. These are on 1 hour charts. So I want to show you, you can look at, kind of see the volume here, right? Okay, so not volume, the price action. First video of the day, apologize. Cobwebs are not completely out. But you can see that, as far as kind of going back, like just about to July 8th, you can see kind of the overall trend. We had downward movement, volatility, kind of moves up, and then pretty much a sell-off right here, okay? Now, this sell-off right here, I think is direct corollary to CPI data coming out. That's the CPI data report comes out, and I think that I've gone back and looked, we've had sell-offs around those dates of Bitcoin, and that's what's happening here. But you can see, I want you to specifically look at this particular piece right here. See how we sold, we bounced, and then we sold off. Now, SHIB, look at this piece right here. We ran up here. We sold, we bounced, let's do it this way. We sold, we bounced, we went back up. So let me get rid of that. Let me show you this. Hold on just a minute. Let's get rid of that. I didn't draw that right. Here, let's do it this way. We sold, we bounced, went back down. Sold, bounced, went back down. The exact same price action in the last 24 hours. You can go back and you can look at it. I mean, look at this run right here. This is on Bitcoin. Kind of volatility moving up. SHIB. Volatility moving up. Peak. Sell off. You can pretty much go back and you can look at every single thing. I mean, this sell-off right here. Right here. This sell-off right here. That's the same. Bitcoin, SHIB. Where Bitcoin goes, the rest shall follow, especially SHIB. Austin, what the hell does this mean? Does this mean that we're constantly going to be tied to Bitcoin? Does this mean that forever until the end of time, is SHIB going to react to Bitcoin? And the truth of the matter is, yeah, a little bit of that. Absolutely. I mean, you can see it right here. Look at the last 7 days of Bitcoin and to a lesser extent, similar, Ethereum. But look at this. Bitcoin, Cardano. Look at this right here. Just this part right here. See this, like where my cursor is? Right here. Cardano, right here. XRP, right here. Dogecoin, right here. Polkadot, right here. Uniswap, right here. Litecoin, right here. Solana, Chainlink, Polygon. That's a new one. DAI. I need to look at that. That just popped up on my radar. Interesting. Stellar, look. Ethereum Classic, Theta, ICP, VeChain. Yes, the answer is yes. Austin, are we always going to be tied to Bitcoin? Yep, we are. Period. End of story. Drop the mic. Walk out of the room. It will always be tied to that. Not necessarily a bad thing. It is what it is in the state of the crypto market. That everything, it's Bitcoin versus all others. Or said a different way, it's where Bitcoin goes, the rest shall follow. Now, each individual crypto will move on its own outside of that. For example, let's say we get a really big catalyst on a given day and Bitcoin's up 5% on that day. It happens and it will happen. SHIB might be up 30% on a given day because we had a major catalyst come out and we're reacting to that and things like that. But the overall trend is that, okay? It's nothing we can fight. It is what it is. We're all in the same ocean, and the ocean that we're all in is the Bitcoin ocean, and all of us are bobbing on that proverbial ocean. Again, whatever metaphor. I'm doing a lot of water metaphors these days. Whatever metaphor you want to use. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash that like button if you did. As always, thank you for your support of myself, my channel. See you down the road. See ya. Bye.